Good afternoon, everyone. Um, Yours truly is back. As you can see, I've done some changes here in the garden, and we've been getting way too much rain, and I think it has affected the garden. But there's one thing that I see that brings hope. Look at that beautiful, gorgeous plant. It's a I can't pronounce it, but it starts with a P. Promennos, whatever you call. They tend to regrow. Um, it's not the one and done. These come back and grow. And got another beautiful plant that I bought not too long ago, and that one comes up. It dies and then it comes back. And then I got some others here where the island of light is at. They're coming back. And I got some corn that's trying to come up, but again, there's way too much water, folks. Way too much water. I'm not sure if they're gonna make it this year. Again, if it ain't the beetles, it's the water, so it's a lot of nature. I'm trying to get trying to think a little bit smarter. And like I say, I'm probably gonna have to invest in some tubs, like I told you all a while back. I'm gonna have to invest in some tubs, folks. Just use tubs, because you see the soil is pretty muddy here. A lot of water, a lot of rain is coming from that pond over there across the street, the neighbor. So it's a battle right now, but I'm going to stay optimistic and try to stay positive, and don't get too caught up in that, rethinking this issue. I'm just going to invest in more dirt. And as you can see, I got some issues with the moles. I think I told you all a while back. Gotta put some more oil in the hose. And I think it might be working, because I don't see that much like I used to. Not sure if you all have a problem with moles or voles in your yard. There's not that much like I used to see, so I think I might be improving on that, because I am putting a lot of oil in the hose. And I heard that the moles and the voles, they don't like the oil, especially castor oil. They hate castor oil. And like I said a while back, I have donated this tent temporarily to the birds. The birds have made a nest in here, I believe. And so I'm leaving this back all to them. It's my gift to nature. And that's the reason why I started gardening too. I'm going to give everything back to nature. Because I know I won't be on this plane too long. I'm half of 100. I'm 56 years old. I'll be 57 this year. So I ain't got that much time left on this plane. So I'm going to enjoy my life while I can. And I have been enjoying myself, even though I don't want to be in Louisiana. Yes, that's right, folks. Louisiana is not the place for me to be. The way the people here, they tend to want to stay in the old world, and I'm not about that. And I met some very intelligent people here. I'm not saying everyone's like that here, but the ones that I have met, I'm mostly surrounded by them. They're mostly relatives. I'm kind of separating myself from my relatives, because most of them are toxic. And even though I stay next door to them, there's no hate against them at all. They just on a different frequency, and I prefer to stay away from that frequency. The things that I believe in, they probably think I'm crazy, and so they just look at me. So all of them go to church. Some of them don't go to church, but they still affiliate with the church, and I'm not so much into the church anymore. I left the church by the age of, I think it was 18 and 19. As soon as I graduated, I cut myself off from the church. Dealing with my mother, being in confrontation with my father. He was a Jehovah's Witness. He was an elder. He died as an elder. But I did enjoy time with my father in my earlier years. But when he came a Jehovah's Witness, everything just went pretty bizarre. But one thing I admire about my father, he never physically abused my mother. But there was mental abuse. But it wasn't that drastic, but it was enough to where I guess she could stand to be with him for years. So they've been married for quite some time. Um, my father was also an inspiration to me to be creative with my films and my artwork. Um, and like I told y'all, I don't know if y'all remember this, but he was my first parent and my first incarnation as an Anunnaki. Yes, I was an Anunnaki in my first incarnation. And only spent one lifetime of being an Anunnaki. And after that, I went to do all the other type of. I was mostly mainly a galactic being. I was mainly a galactic being for quite some time, and I descended and I met someone from the spirit world that convinced me to come to this plane, Earth. And so I became a Lemurian in my 7 lifetimes. And that was a reading from Corey Joe, and I really trust the readings. And some of her readings really resonated with me. So that's why today I still continue to talk to her. She's a very unique, gifted young lady. Um, she's been very helpful to me in my journey. Um, she is definitely she's my favorite bartender. Yeah, she is my bartender as well. So she reminds me of a bartender that will listen to all your problems. You walk into a bar, this person will listen there, give you the insight and such. But I have been really blessed to meet people that I've crossed paths with and enjoyed tremendously. And even if I don't see or hear from this person again or anyone else that I met, that's fine. I'll be fine with that. But like I say, I'm truly blessed and grateful for this life that I have. I'm not gonna complain too much, even though that is a human trait where you do complain. But I'm gonna make the best of it, and enjoy nature as much as possible, and of it. So I am losing weight, but then again, I'm gaining it back again. It's been fluctuated, so it is an extremely bad habit that I have been having dealing with. I've, I've taken. I haven't been eating much white sugar in a long time, but it's the brown sugar now. I mean, I'm probably brown sugar. I'm trying to ditch brown sugar. I'm trying to find a substitute for brown sugar. So I'm doing the what you call that monk fruit sugar. So pretty much Wednesday I'm gonna get a bag if I see some bag at Home Goods. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with Home Goods. I highly recommend shopping there. They have some really good price deals and stuff like that for what's going on now. So as you know, all the prices going up, gas, everything's going up. So which I think this is by design. So the so-called criminal elites, that's what this plan is. So if y'all could try to stay ahead and do what you gotta do, and but it is everybody's complaining about the ticks and all this type of stuff. But I'm not so big on that because I'm really trying to stay away from red meats anyway. I ain't even had much. I've been basically doing chicken and seafood, and I heard chicken's not even that good for you. So, and I'm basically been trying to fast a lot, um, which is working and which is not working sometimes. Sometimes I do get that urge and craving to to dabble and eat out, and I'm slowly but surely I'm cutting down on eating out, and I am proud of myself that I'm at least trying, and I haven't given up, and I won't give up. So it's nothing gonna be easy in this life. Um, just gotta take it all in stride and just do the best I can. And it's really a beautiful day today, folks. And so just listening to the birds is just tremendous blessing. I mean, they sing non-stop. I love it. And so tonight I'm going to try to create some new work. I'm going to, on both ends, I'm going to try to produce some new mixes. And I'm going to try to work on 2 new paintings. And I'm going to get more back into painting pretty soon. The musical, I'm looking to collaborate with this vocalist. She's from New England, so I gotta reconnect with her pretty soon. Love her voice. I'm not sure if y'all into neo soul, so we're gonna try to do some more like dance tracks, neo soul music. Okay, well, I'm gonna put this phone away because it's pretty hot out here, and I'm gonna bathe in the sun, and I'm gonna take this glow in stride. And let me know, folks, if you think I'm telling you any lies. I have lost some weight. Y'all can compare it to my other channels. Just go back to my old channels and see if I've lost that weight. And I believe I have. I've been doing pretty good. I'm trying to do more intake of water. Yeah, I gotta tell you this too, folks. I urge you, stay away from plastic as much as possible. So I'm trying to. I have been buying bottled water due to the explosion and all. I'm not sure if this water out here is contaminated. I'm trying to get away from plastic myself. I encourage you all to invest in copper. Anything you can get copper, 100% copper. And how you can tell if it's copper, if you have a magnet, place the magnet next to copper. And if the magnet sticks on the copper, it's not copper. Copper does not take magnets well, and magnets does not stay on copper. So if that happens to you, so-called, if you buy something that's copper and the magnet doesn't stick, so you got real copper. I highly recommend investing in more copper. You can do so much with copper. It's good for your body. It's good for your garden. And matter of fact, I gotta buy some more copper. I have 2 copper poles on my muscadine plants. So, and it's growing pretty well. So you won't be disappointed by using copper. So I'm gonna get some copper cups, and I'm gonna drink it with water every day as much as possible. And when I get them, I'm gonna rehash it out to you and show you what they are. Copper cups, everyone, and also this also copper containers for water bottles. It's like these long containers where you put like coffee or whatever you want. I highly recommend only using water. And copper and zinc can also clean dirty water. Yes, you can look that up yourself, folks. Copper and zinc can clean toxic water. All right, folks. Y'all stay blessed, stay ready, stay prepped. Peace, love, and I'm out, everyone. Y'all have a safe, pleasant weekend.